You know that feeling, right? It's late, you tell yourself, okay, just one more video. And then you look up and an hour is just gone. You were just scrolling, but now you feel kind of drained, maybe a little distracted. Well, here's the thing. You are definitely not alone in that feeling, and none of this is happening by accident.
To get a sense of just how big this is, look at this number, 5 billion. As of 2024, that's how many active social media users there are around the world. So this isn't some niche little problem. It's a shared global experience that connects, well, most of the people on the entire planet.
And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? If we know it can make us feel tired and distracted, if we have a million other things we should be doing, why is it so incredibly hard to just put the phone down? It feels like it should be easy, a simple choice, but it's really, really not. And here's the reason why it's not a simple choice. We're not just fighting a bad habit here. We are up against a very deliberate design. And look, this isn't some conspiracy theory. It's literally the foundation of a massive lawsuit from 41 states against Meta, accusing them of intentionally building addictive features, especially ones that target kids.
This quote, wow, it puts it bluntly. That addictive design we were just talking about, well, now it's being supercharged by AI. These algorithms are learning you personally. They know exactly what's going to keep you hooked, creating this personalized feedback loop that is more powerful than anything we have ever seen before. So let's dive into our first section, your brain on social media. To really get why this design works so well, we have to look under the hood, not at the code in your phone, but at the code inside our own heads. Let's dig into the science of the scroll. The biological bullseye for these apps is something called the mesolimbic system. Just think of it as the ancient, hardwired reward pathway in your brain. Its job is to release a feel-good chemical, dopamine, when you do things that are essential for survival, like eating or connecting with other people. Social media has figured out how to hijack this exact system.
And here's exactly how they do it with this relentless dopamine cycle. So first, that endless feed creates a constant desire for something new and interesting. So we scroll, seeking that little hit of a reward, a like, a funny comment. And just when we might actually stop, bam, a notification, a trigger, pulls us right back in, and the whole loop starts all over again. And the consequences of being stuck in that loop are, well, they're profound. This isn't just a fleeting feeling. Research is showing that this can physically change an adolescent's brain. It can impair the prefrontal cortex, which hurts your judgment. It can actually reduce gray matter in the amygdala, leading to more impulsive behavior. It fundamentally rewires the brain's entire reward system. The impact on mental health is just as stark. Studies have found what they call a dose-response relationship, which is really just a fancy way of saying the more you use, the worse it gets. For every single extra hour a teen spends on social media each day, their risk of depression goes up by a staggering 13%.
Okay, moving to our next section, an ancient mental toolkit. So the problem is incredibly modern, it's clear, and it's powered by cutting-edge AI. So where in the world could a solution come from? Well, surprisingly, the answer isn't a new app or some better algorithm. We actually need to look back, way back, about 2,000 years ago. This quote from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, "This is our key." It completely reframes the entire problem. See, the issue isn't the notification itself or the algorithm. The issue is our view of it, our judgment about it. The power to change isn't in the app, it's right inside our own minds.
So what even is Stoicism? Well, it's not about being emotionless or suppressing how you feel. It's much better to think of it as a practical operating system for your mind. It's a toolkit, really, designed to build your internal resilience and help you navigate chaos by focusing on the one thing you can truly control, your own reason.
This right here is the core shift. Social media trains us to be reactive. It makes us believe that our feelings depend on external things like getting likes or comments. Stoicism just flips that script completely. It teaches that our feelings are controlled by our judgments about those things. The power isn't out there on the screen, it's in here, in our response.
All right, on to our third section, Stoic tools for modern life. Because this isn't just some abstract philosophy. Stoicism is a toolkit filled with practical exercises. So let's look at how we can actually use these ancient tools to solve our very modern problem. The most fundamental tool is called the dichotomy of control. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful practice. All you do is constantly ask yourself, is this in my control or is it not in my control? The algorithm, what other people post, whether they like your photo, not in your control. But your reaction, your choice to keep scrolling, your judgment about it, that is all yours. So let's apply that. Imagine a notification pops up. You can't control that it appeared on your screen, but you absolutely can control your choice to check it right away. You can control your reaction to whatever it says. By focusing your energy only on your response, the one thing you actually command, you starve the anxiety. Okay, next up is a tool that it sounds a little strange at first: negative visualization. Social media thrives on FOMO, that fear of missing out. The stoic counterpunch is to briefly imagine losing the things you already have. Now, the goal isn't to be morbid or dark. It's to build genuine gratitude for your real life, right here, right now, not the curated version you see on a screen. And finally, there's a technique called cognitive distancing. This is all about creating a little bit of space, a buffer between a trigger, like a nasty comment, and your automatic gut reaction. It's about learning to see that initial angry or sad thought as just an impression. It's a suggestion from your brain, not a fact, and you have all the power to disagree with it. And you can practice this in 4 simple steps. Step 1, just notice the feeling when you see that comment. Step 2, and this is the most important part, pause. Don't react. Step 3, label it. Literally tell yourself, this is just an impression. And then step 4, evaluate. Now you can respond with reason, not with impulse. This simple process puts you right back in the driver's seat. And that brings us to our final section, reclaiming your attention. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's that we are not helpless in this fight. We can set the rules for our own minds. It's time to take back our most valuable resource, our attention. So here is your takeaway toolkit. First, remember, these platforms are designed to hack your brain, but Stoicism offers a battle-tested framework to fight back. Start with the dichotomy of control. Focus only on your own response. Use cognitive distancing to create that critical pause, and never, ever forget you have the ultimate power to choose your judgment. And that really just leaves one final question. The next time you pick up your phone and you start to scroll, just ask yourself this: who is really in control here? Is it you, or is it the code? Because ultimately, this is a battle for your focus. The algorithm wants your mind, but this ancient philosophy doesn't just teach you how to defend it, it teaches you how to own it.